Hi, Dylan. Thanks so much for meeting with me today. Before we begin, I just want to tell you about everything we talk about is confidential, and we're being recorded, so we can stop it whenever you need to. But before we begin, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Okay. So I'm from a small town in Kansas City, like a suburb right outside of it. So it's about 4.5 hours north of here. Um, Grew up with a brother and sister. Awesome family life, awesome childhood. And just once I moved down here, things kind of like I just missed it so much because it's different. Like it's only one state down, but with school and my sorority and everything, it just I don't know, kind of got to me.
Yeah. So you've been kind of homesick, you'd say?
Yeah, like especially first semester, like it was a lot of like thoughts about like, do I want to stay here? Like, is this like the right place for me? Because when I actually chose my college, like I was all over the place. Like I was actually going to Baylor down in Waco, Texas. So
Okay.
now that I think about it, like that's 10 hours south of where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's definitely a much better fit for me, like looking back on it. But last semester it was just like all full of like regrets and what ifs, and I don't know. I'm still kind of in that place,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Now it's more like school oriented, I would say.
Okay. So how are you? You said school oriented now.
Mhm.
You're a little bit better with the homesickness.
Yeah.
Okay. How have you dealt with that? Like, what have you done to make that better?
My like with school. Well,
Either one.
okay. Well, we'll start with school
Okay.
because like the classes that I were in last semester were like super hard, but they were definitely like more related to my major, so I was more comfortable with them. Like I don't know, like the challenge was something that I enjoyed, whereas this semester is definitely more of like I'm very used to like, okay, like here's the formula, like do the problem, like okay, like we're done. Whereas like these classes, like I'm in sociology and like I love the class, but it's just so different to what I'm used to, I guess is like all I'm saying. And so like I'm struggling in that class, and like the one class that's like actually my favorite class this semester is economics, which once again is related back to my like somewhat major. I don't technically have one, but I'm just like staying with like more of my math and sciences right now, which like I'm just afraid that like in the future like is gonna stress me out even more. And like I don't know, like tonight actually, like I applied for like, or I didn't apply, I'd already applied, but I had an interview to become a Follies director for next fall. And like I mean I don't know if I have it yet or not, but it's just like I'm just nervous that like with that addition I don't want to like not do well in that, not do well in school, like like still be homesick. So I'm just trying to figure all that out, and that's mainly the reason why I came out of school.
Okay. So what have you been doing to maybe help that situation? Have you done tutoring? Have you been setting aside time during the day to study, stuff like that?
Like, we have, like, study files and all that, which, like, really help. And, like, I've, like, made friends in my classes, so, like, that's fine. And, like, it's definitely gotten a little better, but it's just, like, still nagging. Like, okay, like, you need to make grades. You need to do this. Like, all that. So I think that I could do more. I just don't necessarily know what to do about it, I guess. And I know that there's, like, a lot of girls in, like, the house that I could turn to.
Okay.
But I just, like, haven't, and I don't know why yet, I guess.
So I'm hearing that you're kind of at that standstill where you've tried, but you don't know where else to go with it.
Yeah, I just, like, don't want to push it if it's not something that's, like, like if this degree or, like, what I'm doing or, like, being a director, like, isn't it the cards for me? Like, I don't want to push it and, like, not be successful at it.
Right.
And I think that's, like, why I'm, like, stuck in, like, the middle, like, in that line between, like, do I, like, go forward with it or do I, like, pull back and, like, just try and focus on, like, one thing at a time. Because, like, in high school, I was very, like, all over the place. Like, like, I did, like, all these clubs, all these sports, like, and it was, like, awesome. And I thought that's, like, what it's going to be like here. But, like, I've been saying, it's just different. And I don't know really what to do about it.
Right.
Like,
it's a little
to
bit
continue.
more
Yeah.
school-oriented here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Classes are definitely, I guess also, like, I just didn't expect, like, the difficulty to increase that much. Because, like, I had been taking, like, AP and, like, honors classes throughout high school. But, like even just the setting in general and, like, that, like, number of people just makes it harder, like, that, because you don't have, like, that teacher just, like, sitting with you and telling you what to do and reminding you of everything. So that's just, like, only one reason that it's gotten harder. And then obviously, like, the material is more challenging and more directed to, like, what I want to do with my life, I think. Like, I don't know.
Well, you said at the beginning, last semester you had a lot of classes that were directed at your major. Would you say you enjoyed those more, or the ones this semester that are a little bit more generalized?
I I think I liked the idea of the ones last semester a little more. Like, I was good at them. Like, I went to class, like, did well, knew our professors, and like, they were fun. But like, not many people could really get excited about like chemistry.
Right.
So like, I do like it and I do enjoy it, and like, I think for now that's like what I want to stick with.
Mm-hmm.
But like this semester, I'm having like more like fun, I guess you could say, in my classes. But
Okay.
like, I don't know. I just feel like my parents like really pushed me to do what's not necessarily like this sounds bad, but like not take classes that I enjoy, more take classes that will just like help me in the long run. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's more about like your future versus right now.
Mm-hmm. Which, okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I'm hearing that you're kind of torn between your classes right now and other aspects of your life, like with volleys. But right now, I think you have a lot of time to kind of figure those things out since you are a freshman. And you have a lot of resources, like with the girls in your house and stuff like that. So maybe you try doing, reaching out to them and seeing what that does and see if that helps.
I think that in the near future, I definitely should do that, and I will do that because like I know that those girls do care about me. It's just hard to like take that step to be like, okay, like I need help. Like it's hard for like anyone to ask for help, but
Right.
I think like I don't know. After talking to Dad, I realized that like that's something that I do need to do, and I don't know. I guess in my best interest, just try and like see what that does and hope that it like manages the stress, and then if like next year it does become like too much with follies, then I mean I guess once again like I still have those same people to help me for like like help me through it, and I don't know. I feel
Definitely.
like that's a good idea.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, well, we'll talk about this next week again. And thank you so much for coming in.
Good talking to you.